Hi everyone! So today I have a really lovely guest in the studio, and she's someone that I got kind of obsessed with online. I started following her a few years ago. I guess what you could say is I had a girl crush on her because not only has she got the most beautiful skin, and all her videos are so beautiful, and all of her reels and everything was just drawing me in, but also just her positivity and her personality I just was kind of crazy about. So I was always making little comments on her Instagram, and I think, oh, I hope she doesn't think I'm crazy. And then eventually I met her about a couple of months ago in LA, and I said, look, if you're ever in London, please do come to my studio and I'd love to do your makeup. And that's exactly what's happening today. So she's in London, I'm going to do her makeup. And when I was thinking about what to do, I was kind of looking at all her images and I thought, gosh, she's really someone that does have a signature style. You know, this glowy skin look. She often has like a red lip or a glossy lip. And I thought she really has a signature style. So I thought we'd kind of really work with that and just talk about signature styles. So let's get started. So Tennille, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to have you here in London.
No, this is my first time to London.
Oh really?
Yes.
I didn't know
it's
that.
It's just to see you, actually.
Thank you. Oh, I'm flattered and honoured. Wow. So far so good? You enjoying it?
Yes. I'm honestly blown away because I've seen so many movies, TV shows, and to be here in real life is like, ooh.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's very special.
It is lovely. I just hope it's not going to be too rainy for you because it's April, which is a bit of a rainy month.
It's chilly, but in a refreshing way.
Okay, good. Okay, so as I was saying in my intro, you are like the queen of skin. Your skin is always amazing. I know you've already done your skin prep, which is saving me time. So talk us through your skin prep because we need to know.
Today I just started a new vitamin C from SkinCeuticals, and I love it. So is
that a serum?
It is a serum. Yeah. It's divine, and my skin is taking to it very beautifully.
Lovely.
But I followed that up with a really nice hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary, and so my skin is nice and plump and juicy. And I have La Mer eye cream, La Mer light cream, and a SPF from Korea called House of Doa, and it's lovely and luminescent and radiating and all the things that is important for me.
Nice. And it works well under makeup.
It does. No pilling.
That's
no
so
nothing.
Good.
And in fact it leaves such a nice finish. Sometimes I'll just spot conceal because my skin is I just want to perfect certain areas or any blemishes or redness and that kind of thing.
Great skin. Okay, so I know you haven't seen this yet, but I'm going to use my skin tint on you.
I can't wait.
And this is shade number 13, which I think is going to be perfect for you. Now this really can be applied with fingers.
Okay.
So if I was doing it myself, I would probably do it with fingers.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes when I'm doing other people's makeup, I use brushes, but if you don't mind, I'll use fingers.
Please.
Because I just feel like it goes on so nicely. I'm going to have to get you a mirror as well because you're going to have to see this going on.
I can't wait.
So I've done a dot on this cheek so far.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
So just so you can see the texture, it just melts into
very much
the skin.
like a very fluid serum.
Yes, exactly. It does have enough pigment in though if you build up. It depends, obviously. I say 2 drops all over, but that's a really kind of minimal, thin layer. Personally on myself, once I've done that, I go back in. So anywhere like you talking about having redness, then I'll definitely go back in there and just...
You found my red spot.
Really, I know, same as me. And I'll go back in with an extra dot if I need a little bit of coverage there. So it works almost like a little lightweight concealer as well if you go in and kind of concentrate on different areas. And I love it under the eyes. It's so good under the eyes.
Oh, it's so
actually
lovely.
My favourite thing, which was a surprise because I didn't actually realise when I was finishing it and then we're trying under the eyes and I was like, oh my god, this should have been an under eye product. It's so good because it really kind of, look up my darling, it just lifts the shadows but it doesn't crease at all.
This is exactly what we were just talking about. I feel like the under eye area, for me, I don't want anything settling in the little fine lines, and I have shadows under there, which, oh my goodness, comes out on photos, videos. You can't hide it. It's so I try to be very careful, lightweight, very lightweight.
Me too. I kind of hate it when there's too much product on there, especially for like every day. Have a look at that. That's just one drop kind of blended underneath your eyes.
Oh my goodness, you can already see a
really
difference, right?
And then if we look at this in half an hour, it won't have changed in any way, shape or form. So you won't have that kind of creasy thing that you get. I mean, obviously, if you need more coverage, you can go back in with a concealer. I mean, you can use a brush. I just feel like it almost applies like skincare, so I kind of want to apply it myself like skincare. But it works really well with a kabuki brush or whatever you kind of like to put skin tints on with, really.
Well, this color you've selected for me is so spot on that you can just go in the areas and get the coverage you need.
Yeah, just use it here
just
and there.
blends right in.
Exactly.
Yeah. It feels so nice on the skin too.
Good. I really want you to have a go trying it yourself. I've kind of almost finished now.
No, I love it.
It's 78% skincare, so it's almost like another round of skincare for you.
And coming into this time of year, frankly, this is the type of product that I would like to reach for.
Yeah.
Lighter, little perfection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Not too heavy. The lighter evenings and all that, you kind of want to let go of the heavier coverage.
And also as you're traveling, you want to pack less and have more time. You can spend all your time doing your makeup, at least.
Yeah, no, I know.
Maybe I do, but
I know. I know, it's true. It's so true. So I thought we definitely would do more of a signature look for you.
And love it.
Just because I feel like you got me thinking about, like, when I knew you were coming and I'm looking, thinking, what look? I mean, there's a million looks I can do on you. But I was like, so interesting that I feel you've got a signature look. You might disagree with me, I don't know.
No, the moment that we settled on signature look, and I was like, well, what is mine? And as I'm thinking about it, I guess I do. I love blush. I love dewy, radiant skin and, kind of minimal eyes, but a glossy lip.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about again. Maybe just like how you got to your signature look as we're doing the makeup. Because it's just interesting, because I think it's such a nice thing to have, because even when you experiment, it's nice to have your signature look. And I think a lot of people are often looking for their signature look and wondering what their signature look is. And I think it's kind of like, especially when you're kind of a teenager going into your early 20s and you kind of experiment with makeup and you're like, oh, what is it that I feel good in or I like? And obviously your signature look can change throughout your life,
and I think it does evolve. Because where I've arrived at is because of the work that I put in other categories, and therefore I'm like, I could do less here. So
yeah, it's a thought through process.
It is. Yeah.
So next we're going to do NARS Pro Prime, and you've just given me a fantastic idea about this. Explain.
Well, because my eyelids are quite oily, as well as my brows. I use a primer every day, but what's left over I put between my brows, just right here in this area. Sorry, bumping you. And I find that it just sets that area very nicely throughout the day.
So it just stops any excessive oil.
Yep.
Helps the makeup to settle more.
That's right.
That's a very good tip, because I think a lot of people think an eye primer can only be used on eyes, but I mean, I sometimes use it under the eyes, definitely on people who are oily underneath, but I actually have not used it in that area, and that's such a good tip. So I thought we'd use the Cinnabar palette, and we're going to do a little sculpt and a little lift. So I'm going to use a couple of the shades and go in with more of a slightly more contoured shape here. A little bit of I'd say more of a socket line creation, not that you need it because you've got amazing eyelids. This is something that I would definitely do on myself on a daily basis. I just always feel like I need to shade. Even if I'm not wearing much makeup, I will go in with kind of a neutral colour, more of a neutral brown on me.
And which colour is this that you're using?
So I'm using...
the palette?
Yeah, it's the Deep Ochre and Fired Earth.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm creating like a warm... It looks like shadow, but it's more of a real kind of contouring shape. And then we'll put something nice and shimmery on the lid, maybe even some highlighter. It's just a little contour shape.
You have the
Just a
perfect
little
hand. This is
so it's not really like strong makeup. It's more like it's
this
accentuation of
beautiful
of bone structure rather than makeup. So how did you get into what you're doing now?
Oh my goodness.
Give us the full story.
Okay, let me see if I can do this in a crib sheet format. I used to be a private flight attendant. I used to work on a private jet, and I was traveling a lot, and my best friend was saying we should start a blog, and it could be about you and your travels and all the things in between, you know, the skincare, the food you love, your wellness lifestyle, all the things. And I was very reluctant because who wants to be on camera? I did not. Basically, I would travel from city to city. I would create, you know, all the visuals for it, you know, do a little writing, and then I'd send it off to her. And she's really good on the IT side. And so she built out our website and all the things. So we just started building a little community through a blog. And bit by bit, every time I would hop on Instagram stories in the bathroom, just showing like, oh my gosh, I just been you know, I was in Chicago, now I'm in DC, and let's get unready. And, you know, everyone was really curious about the skincare that I was using. And so much so that there was a lot of like online publications and magazines, you know, skincare of a flight attendant. I was kind of pulled into beauty and makeup. I'm very passionate about those categories as well. As I've been doing this, I've been getting older. And so I'll be 46 next month, and I feel like I'm in this special time where I get to share all my passions, and I do that through just living my life, which is so bizarre and cool.
That's so lovely. I mean, so it was just very organic, really.
Very organic.
So next I'm going to use the shade Bronzite, which is more of a shimmery shade, and just do a little shine just in the center here. Back to skin, we'll come back to eyes in a minute. I'm going to use the Elevated Glow in Solar Light. So this is quite a nice pop of highlight just on the highest point of your cheeks.
I love this one.
I'm going to use this really just tapped onto skin. You can use it before you do your makeup or before you do your base, which it's really lovely for. Or you can use it like this afterwards.
It's so versatile.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And it melts into the skin.
And it's not got the big particles, so it doesn't look, even in daylight, like you've got this kind of metallic-y effect going on your skin. So I'm just tapping that in. I'm actually going to mix a tiny bit of that now with the shade Velvet Morning to give you a really nice glow of almost a corally, red coral cheek colour.
Now, I've never mixed this with a blush type thing, so I'm excited to see this.
Oh, I love it when it's mixed with the blush. I'm going to keep one extra clean brush and then just start to... this colour's so nice on you.
I never skip blush.
It's the best, isn't it? I'm obsessed. It's the one thing that makes such a big difference, like instantly. Like, look at that. I mean, not that I need to convince you.
Oh my goodness, absolutely.
I love this colour on you, the coral.
So pretty.
We're going quite summery, which is not really the vibe outside, but it will be soon, and hopefully before Sunday you're going to get the full, really nice spring, London spring day.
Interesting. I feel like that a part of this time of life that I'm in, I just wear what feels good.
Yeah.
You know, that means usually for me coral year round.
Yeah. It's not about the seasons.
Really?
Yeah. That's a signature look though, you see.
Yeah.
That's where you are, the signature look girl.
It's really important to, you know, for me to just, you know, feel good, and blush just does it.
Yeah. And it's instant, and I think it's not one that's difficult to apply. I mean, obviously there are different shapes and different ways of applying it, but I think as long as you blend those edges, you can't really go wrong.
And I can
build
feel
slowly as well.
You're putting it kind of like concentrate in the center of the cheek and going out.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. So I'm keeping it really just a nice, natural, but also full look. So you get a lot of dimension, especially using the highlighter with it. You get a lot of dimension in your cheeks. A lot of fullness, which we love. So I'm actually just going in with a touch more under eye concealer. To be honest, this is more about the lighting in here because we've got some bright lights here. I think for your regular look during the day, the tint is more than enough. I think this will still look good outside, but it'll be maybe more than you would probably bother with on a regular day. But then again, I hope you're going to go out tonight. And
I'm going to have to
go
take
somewhere and...
This is a dream come true. I have to take it out for a spin. I'm obsessed with your new mascara, I just must say. I have it with me. I've traveled with it. It washes off easily, but it
really
also
does,
separates, and I love the wand. The formulation is perfection. I can't. I'm very much that duo that you launched together. The liner, the kitten.
Oh yeah, the kitten liner.
Oh my gosh, so good.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to do a little liner. Just going to go really close to the lash root. We're going to go really simple with this. I'm just using Fired Earth with a damp brush. So I just sprayed a little bit of my mist on there. And I'm just going to smoke your lash line there just so it's a little bit softer. Right, I'm going to use some Kitten Lash Mascara. You do have your lashes on, which are beautiful. So these are the flared, you said they're the Ardells. They're the flared medium individuals.
Very good.
Yeah, I recognise them.
And then in between the flared ones, I put singles.
Lovely.
Short on the outer corner. Gorgeous. And medium in between the flares.
Oh, so
and
nice.
It creates a natural effect.
I love them when they're longer in the middle. I really love that shape. I think it stops. Sometimes I think people go too long towards the outer edge, which is fine if you're doing a sleepy cat eye or something that's very drawn out. But if you want a wide open eye, you're right. Shorter at the edge means that you're not getting that drag down at the corners, which really helps.
I'm such a bottom lash girly.
Me too. It's all about the wide open eyes. I think that, what you were just saying about your lashes and the shape, and then having that on the lower lash, it just creates a wide open, bright eye, which I absolutely love. So for brows, I'm going to make them just a touch fuller.
Please do.
So let's just brush through. What do you normally do then? You normally do pencil, or I do a pen sometimes?
I only do pencil. I have more control. And I go very slow.
Yeah. This is a good pencil for you, actually.
And I just feel like the edge there, the tail is usually where I have to embellish, but total concentration for brows.
Yeah. Blackish grey, if that makes sense.
I absolutely need an ashy color for my brows.
Have a look at this colour. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it's fabulous.
Yeah, it's not black, it's not grey, it's black tea. It is like a tea sort of colour. So let's do some clear brow gel. I know that you like this one.
I do.
Just to hold them into place. Now I'm going to do some cream bronzer. So I'm going to mix here from my little palette that I have.
I love bronzer.
Me too. If it's just really soft.
Yes.
And kind of the right shade. It's so good.
Bronzer, not contour. Like I wanted to just give me a little warmth and a little bit of depth, but not crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
The thoughts that are floating in my head are just so... I'm living a fairy tale. So glad that I held out and waited for the best makeup artist to do my makeup.
Thank you so much. I feel honoured.
No, I feel honoured. I've had an online crush on you for the longest time.
Ditto. That's equal. I mean, when I used to use so many messages, like comments under your thing, I was like, oh my god, she's gonna think I'm like a weirdo. I was like, you look gorgeous, you look amazing.
No, not at all.
And when we came to LA, I said to Jessie, my assistant, I went, we're gonna meet this woman, wait till you see her. I was like, her skin, her hair, everything. I made sure, and then she totally knew when she met you. I was like, that's the lady I was telling you about. She's like, I know, she's amazing.
Oh, you're so sweet. I've admired your artistry and your personality, and you know, at the time you were not really with your brand so much. And,
yeah, exactly.
And seeing it come to life and all the products you have, I'm so excited for you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's like a little dream come true, really. After working for so many brands, to finally have something, my own little baby, has been really exciting. Right, I'm going to use my Sculpt and Shade lip pencil now. This is in the shade 3W. So this is going to give us a nice warm, W as in warm, but natural, kind of sculpted lip. I'm going to use it as a lip line, but also I'm going to use it a little bit coming onto your lips too, especially those outer corners before we do gloss. Then just smile for me there. That's amazing, thank you. This is a good colour for you as well. It just lifts a little bit of the blue in your lips, but also we're going to use quite a warm shade of gloss. I really want to try Velvet Dragon on you. Right, let's try this colour. I think, ooh, 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 ah, ooh, ah. This colour is so nice on you. I hope you're going to like it. This is like a twist on your signature, so it's a slightly more rusty kind of, I guess, browny red orange. Like it. So let's do some finishing touches. I'm going to go back in with the highlighter. Right, I'm going to do this just at the inner corner of your eyes. A little shine there. I'm going to do a little shine just on nose area. A little shine just on your top lip. Keeping it all really subtle, but just going to catch the light.
All of my favorite areas. This is always my final step as well.
Just want to catch the light, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was watching a documentary series last night about the history of photography. It was like British photography. One photographer was talking about, it was just quite romantic how he talked about the light comes in through the window and he captures it in his camera and how it kind of sprinkles across the subject. And it was, he said it in a much nicer way than I'm saying it now, but it was basically what we're talking about here, which is grabbing the light and sort of sprinkling it across the subject, which is just wherever we think it's going to catch the light best. So a little bit extra there. And then I'm going to go back in with what we started with, which was our blush. I'm still using the morning shade because that's had its time now to sort of settle in. And I know that we need more blush because you are all about the blush and this is a signature look. Okay, I think you are pretty much done. Have a look.
I cannot wait.
At your final look. I know you've seen bits and pieces throughout, but...
Oh, it's so pretty, the inner corner.
Yeah, the little highlight.
The little highlight, this lip color.
Hope I did you justice. I know you don't like
it's
getting
exquisite.
your makeup done.
No, it's beautiful.
I think it looks... It's your signature look, I think, still. It's just a little bit extra here and there, but it's still your signature look.
I'm obsessed. It's gorgeous. It is so beautiful.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it.
I feel like
I wanted to do you proud.
No, it's amazing. I love it so much.
Good.
This
Thank
was
you so
truly
much
special.
for coming. Thank
no,
you.
are you kidding?
Thank you.
Love it.